What is good, wishers? Welcome, welcome, welcome back. It's your girl, Morgan Ashley here, and it is Indie Tuesdays. For those of you who are new to the show, I'll give you a quick run through of what we do here. Every Tuesday, we come across up-and-coming new artists, and I get to share with you about that said artist on that Tuesday. So today, I have a very talented vocalist, songwriter. She speaks on very beautiful and tough topics through her music. Please welcome Anaïs Cardot.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
I'm very excited to just be talking with you because I've had the chance to listen to some of your music, and your vocals, I'm just going to say right now, are just amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And I usually ask like I'm sorry, I'm just very excited. I would usually ask how you would describe your sound, but I want to go ahead and say that just your vocals alone are like an angelic, honey, audible, ridiculous gift. So thank you. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Your ad-libs are so great with your intervals. You make me want to double down on my warm-ups because I know I've been slacking, and I was like, oh, I need to go back on that. So for those who are still trying to figure out who you are as an artist and just hearing your name for the first time, what is your music all about?
So I mainly talk about love, but also like mental health sometimes. So it goes really in between like emotions, relationships, and dealing with ourselves just as human beings, I guess.
Going through the process of growing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know there are a lot of us out there who struggle with self-love and struggle with wrestling with sadness. And sometimes music helps us feel like we're not alone.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So when it comes to creating music and the writing process, do you find that personal experiences help you write the songs easier, or is it a little bit tough where it's a work in progress?
I feel like it's easier. To be honest, I just sit and I'm like, sometimes I just write and I'm over what I'm talking about. And then a few months later, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what I was talking about. And like, also most of the songs I'm writing also relate to some situations that I didn't think about while writing. So like, it can just like relate to many stuff that I just forgot about. And then like, when I reflect on it, or like when I'm working on it myself, I'm like, oh, that's actually about it. Yeah.
And it comes through your music.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like writing from your truth is a little bit easier per se because people can tell. They can call you out when you're just friendly.
Exactly.
So you being your true self through your music is amazing. When you are singing, I've been able to watch some of your live performances, and when you sing, it feels like we're not even in that. You're not even in that room. You take us to another realm. Is that how you feel when you're singing on stage?
Yeah, like most of the time I'm singing and I forget also that I'm on stage. Many times like I just feel like I'm somewhere else, and then I'm like, oh, I'm here like at the end of the song. Yeah, I definitely feels like I'm going somewhere else, like I'm traveling with people. Yeah.
Nice. So I want to bring it to the single that you had out for a few months now. That's the song that I actually came across on when you performed live, is Can't Explain. So those lyrics are simple, but they speak volumes. Can you tell me the process of what about when creating that song?
So it was during COVID. I really didn't have anything to do. I was just like playing on my guitar a lot, and I was seeing a super dumb guy at the time.
So we've all been there. I appreciate you speaking that. Don't worry.
And so like I just didn't know what was happening and like what I was supposed to do and how I was supposed to handle things. And so I just like started like singing just like random melodies like on my guitar. I actually recently found like this memo that started everything.
It's always those voice notes that help you get back to it.
And then I just like kept writing it. And at first, like, the song was supposed to be way longer, but then I was like, do I need to say more? Like, that's already enough. And then, then I wrote it on the guitar, and then literally a year after I came to LA, and I worked on it with my friend.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is true. I forgot to mention, you're not originally from LA.
No.
You were from, well, it says hometown is Ottawa, Canada.
But I'm actually from Gabon.
There you go.
From Gabon and from France, but I grew up, like my whole life I was in Gabon. And then I came to Ottawa for school, and I ended up making music. And then I'm finding myself here. I come from everywhere, I guess.
You are not limited. I know that for sure. That's awesome.
Bring every memory, we'll share another story to the place where I wanna be, the special blue class you and me. Morning or night, whenever I'm here I feel so fine. Sitting here gazing at you with a cup of coffee, make it two. Every sip gives me delight, stirring up such joy inside. For it's not beautiful if it's not true. It's not the kind of warmth if it's not with you. It's not my coffee if it's not with you.
You, musically, you are almost graduating too, because you do have another EP coming out. Actually, sorry, you just haven't come out. It still feels fresh. But before we get into that, I do want to head back around to Can't Explain.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you are helping tell a story, even if it's simple enough? Because you said you feel like it was short, and it's hard for us as artists to feel like that's enough. How do you know, like, because it is short, but I feel like it's the perfect amount when it comes to the song. How did you know?
I also knew because I didn't know what I had to write after like everything I wrote, and I felt like I was able to like sum up all the emotions I had already, and I didn't know what to express after it.
Okay.
So to me, it was like, it's all good.
I respect that, because I wanted to know, especially as an artist, there's just sometimes you just feel like, should I? But when you tell yourself in your heart of hearts, this is it, this is it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice. Thank you. So the next song that you have that's been out for about like a few weeks now is Colors.
Colors, yeah.
Now, what's the process behind that?
It was my first time in LA, 2021, and I was hanging out with my friends, and we were just like jamming, I guess. And then my friend started like playing like these chords, and I was like, oh, I really love it. So I started just like singing with like gibberish, literally. And then in 2 days, I started like writing like in French, and we were like all in the room. I remember just like playing and like recording the thing. I remember like there's this bridge in Portuguese. I was sleeping while they were like playing the chords, and then I woke up and they were like, yo, that's so cool, but I didn't know what was happening. And then after that I wrote the rest of the song and I recorded everything. And
so it's a blend. This song is a blend of French and Portuguese.
Yeah, it's French, Portuguese, and a little bit of English.
I was gonna say, how many languages do you speak?
I speak French, English, a little bit of Portuguese, a tiny bit of Spanish.
Okay, excuse me. Okay, I love that. You're going to be doing a world tour in every language. I love that. I'm excited to see that happen. So, with this EP, Pink Magnolia, what is the idea behind that title?
That's a really interesting question. So, I wrote a bunch of songs, and I had them like all together, and I was still like looking for a way to like put them together in a project. And it's really gonna be funny, but one day I was in my room and I found this like old bottle of like one of my favorite perfumes.
Okay.
And I smelled it and I was like, oh, it reminded me of like all the moments that I was going through when I wrote all the songs. And the bottle, like the name was like Pink Magnolia and like Pier. I was like, oh, maybe I should just like give like the name of the smell that was around me. Because like also smells really like remind us of like moments that we went through. So I was like, maybe I should just like give the name of the smell that was around me this whole time.
That's beautiful. Oh, now people are going to be looking for that now to go along with the song or the title of that EP. I want to know, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
If people want to know more about this EP, where can they find it?
They can find it on streaming platforms.
Okay.
Under my name, Anaïs Cardot, everywhere, to be honest. On YouTube, I guess.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Okay. It's everywhere. People do not miss out. I want to take a quick second and get back into our sponsors real quick. Today's episode is sponsored by naturesideal.com. If you're like me, who does not have a lot of time shopping but would like to keep myself healthy, go visit naturesideal.com. Naturesideal.com is a family enterprise of naturally made products. At naturesideal.com, you will find plenty of knowledge about healthy living tips with great natural and organic products, from babies to enriching health and beauty supplements. At naturesideal.com, they get excellent views because of their great products, low prices, and superior customer service. Call 1-800-677-0184 or check them out at naturesideal.com. Healthy living starts with naturesideal.com. Now, I want to ideally bring it back to conversation. With your EP coming out, I know you have future shows coming up. Do you have any coming up for later on in August or November, or what's the nearest performance that you talk about?
I know I'm gonna like perform like probably at a festival in Ottawa. It's called Geek. That's the only one in sight right now. I hope the future has more like festival or like performance for me. But for the moment, it's this one.
I know there's going to be. I'm grateful to have heard what you have out just now.
Thank
but
you.
I know there's going to be more performances, and I can't wait.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So for those who need to follow you and your music, what is the best place for people to find you?
Definitely, I would say Instagram.
Okay.
I'm trying my best to be as active as I could there. And actually, I'm on like many social media, so Twitter, under like Anaïs Cardot as well, TikTok as well, Anaïs Cardot. So everywhere, like as long as it's Anaïs Cardot, you're gonna find me.
Yeah. Don't forget that, and make sure to check out Can't Explain. Please do, and check out our live performances. Please, I'm excited to hear more from you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on Indie Tuesdays. Wishers, make sure to catch Anaïs Cardot. And don't forget to check out Can't Explain. But until next Tuesday, wishers, keep on wishing.